One of the go-to summer activities on the Gulf Coast is attending a Biloxi Shuckers game. Some fans go casually for a night out, while others sit through every inning like it's a religion. It doesn't matter what category you fall into, the Shuckers are a fun time for all. Biloxi currently has 3 of the Milwaukee Brewers' top 5 prospects, including Canadian and 2021 33rd overall pick, Tyler Black. Earlier today, I threw with the Ontario native to learn more about his journey. My first thing for you, you go from Wright State, right? And then you just come to Mississippi. I guess you go low A ball, but then you come to Mississippi. So what's that transition, Canada to northern United States down to here?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough at first. Honestly, when I first left home and went to Wright State, I didn't really know too much. I was kind of on my own for the first time. Didn't know how to do laundry, honestly, or cook. So kind of had to learn that on the fly. But yeah, man, once I got comfortable, it was all hands on deck. It was fun, and yeah, I won traded for the world.
You're getting drafted right around COVID, and then you're technically, I guess, a first rounder, 33rd overall. So what goes through your mind when you're sitting there waiting for your name to be called?
It was a crazy day. I had a feeling I'd go on day one through my agent, but you really never know for sure until you get that phone call. And yeah, I had a draft party and everything, and it was kind of getting late, and fortunately the Brewers took me, and it was a great day.
So then you get that call, and they say, what do they say to you? Are they like, all right, you're going to Wisconsin, what's the deal? You're coming to Arizona?
It's kind of crazy. My agent talked to me the whole time. I didn't really talk to the Brewers that night at all, actually. Talked to the area scout who drafted me, and that was pretty cool. But right away I was on a flight 2 days later in Arizona. Spent my 21st birthday in a B-dubs with my buddy, and yeah, man.
You're nowhere from here. Your family's on the other side of they're not the world, but different country. And your dad being in sports, did that play an advantage for you at all? Your dad being around the game?
Yeah, for sure. I tell people all the time, I got into sports through my dad, and I played hockey first growing up. Baseball was kind of a way to get off the ice in the summer, and I tell kids all the time, play as many sports as you can. And for me, my dad was just such a huge influence for me. So just learning how to work, how different guys approach the game, it's a lot more than showing up at game time. So
talking more about you, obviously you have that hockey background, being from the Toronto area. So are you, who's your hockey affiliation to?
Toronto Maple Leafs, 100%, yeah.
And what's that like?
Oh, it's been a rough go, man. We had a good year this year, I'd say. Finally got past the first round, but kind of choked in the second round. So
coming to Mississippi, how much of a culture shock is it?
It was definitely different when I first got down here. I got in the Uber, and when I landed, I got in the Uber, and there was a dog in the back seat, the driver and a dog in the back seat, kind of crawling all over me. So that kind of gave me my first Mississippi experience, but I love it down here.
Yeah.
Everyone's really down to earth and kind-hearted. So
big thank you to Noah Noble, Javik Blake, and Tyler for helping make that happen. If you want to hear more from Tyler Black, head on over to WLX.com.